Hello everyone. Hey guys, hello yogis on Instagram, on the Facebook Digital Yoga Academy page, and also coming live into the group today. So we've got a three-way going on, so hopefully it's all connected well. So welcome to the weekly live yoga business and coaching and training call. My name's Kelly. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder of Digital Yoga Academy, and I'm here every week, every Tuesday. It's morning here in London, and I come to you live every week to deliver some training on a specific topic. And today's topic is all about content. So I'm going to talk to you today about how you can easily create one piece of content every single week and then share it in multiple places online. Okay, so that's today's topic. So as you're joining me on Facebook or on Instagram, do say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and if you do have any questions that come up on today's topic throughout the live today, then just pop them into the comments box and I will do my very best to answer those questions for you as we go through the training. So for those of you just joining me, I'm Kelly, I'm the founder of Digital Yoga Academy. Morning Christina, morning Tanya, hello. Thanks for joining me. I'm always excited to be here on a Tuesday morning to chat to you guys and to share some knowledge with you, and just to help you to make life easier. I know what it's like. I'm also a yoga teacher. You know, in the past I've taught full time. I know how difficult it can be in your week to find the time to, you know, work on your business instead of in it. And that's the key thing. If you want to drive things forward, if you want to make progress, you need to spend some time working on your business. And content creation should be a key part of that. Okay, because if you want to build a community online, and if in the future you want to, you know, run workshops and host retreats or even take your teaching online, then you need to have a community. A community is really important and an essential part of your business as it grows and as you move forward with it. So today, the strategies I'm going to share with you today are really about making the process of content creation, making it easier, okay? Because I know that in itself, the whole idea of creating content that you're going to share online can just be a barrier in itself. And sometimes we can think, oh, you know, I've got too much going on. I'm teaching X number of classes. I'm commuting loads. I'm planning my classes. I'm doing my admin. I'm tidying the house. When am I going to have time to actually create content? So I get that. I totally get that, which is why I'm all about trying to make this process easy. Okay, so I'm going to start by just sharing with you, you know, some reasons as to why you would create content. And you know, if you're not really sure about this whole kind of idea of content marketing is about is a strategy that you use in your business to create, to publish, to share, and promote content to your ideal students, okay? And the whole idea around this is to bring new students into your business and also to nurture the relationships with the students that you've already got, okay? So that's what content marketing is all about. And there's lots of reasons why you would spend time creating content. So I'm just going to run through some of those with you, okay? So first up, sharing content online. So content could be, you know, a blog post, it could be a video, it could be a social media post. Sharing content online, it helps you to build trust with your ideal students, okay? It helps to create some awareness around you as you as a yoga teacher and your yoga brand. You can use content to help you to build organic search on your website. So it's really good for SEO. You can use it to build your email list and to convert people on your email list into students. Content is a really good way to attract ideal students. So they're people that connect with you and your teachings to attract the right people, because the content that you share will resonate with the right people. It can help to get repeat visits onto your website, to keep driving people to your website, especially if you've got a blog and you're using a blog. And people could also share your content as well, so you benefit from social sharing. And also, mainly, it helps to position you as an expert. So it helps you to gain some influence in the online world amongst your students and amongst your audience. So maybe you can think of some other reasons as to why you might want to get on board with content creation in your yoga business, and you can pop those in the comments if you've got any other kind of things that I've missed there. But people generally, I mean, in general, people like to do business or prefer to do business with brands and organizations and yoga teachers who are creating and sharing content. Okay, so I make content a non-negotiable part of my week. And if you received my email yesterday, okay, if you're on my email list, you'll know I talked about this. I talked about content, okay, and I will go into this a little bit more in a moment. But if you received my email, you'll know that you will have heard my story around content and how Monday is my content creation day, and it's non-negotiable, okay? So I don't have any meetings on a Monday. Monday is the day that I create the content that I'm gonna share throughout the week, okay? So, it's non-negotiable. So I really, really encourage you to find a non-negotiable part of your week that you can sit down for a few hours or half a day, whatever it might be, and work on content creation. And I'm going to share a strategy today that's going to help you to do this easily, okay, in an easy way. And block it out, put it in your diary, write it down in your diary. If you've got online calendar, block out that time and make it so that it's uninterrupted, no interruptions. Turn your phone off, turn the emails off, just work and focus on your content, okay? Because I promise you it's going to bring you benefits. It really, really will. Okay, so make it non-negotiable. And yesterday I wrote a blog post. So if you go onto my website, there's a blog post on my website that talks about the goals of content creation. Okay, so I run through the different goals for content creation. So let me just run through these goals with you now. Okay, so it's quite important actually when you're creating content that you think about what your goal is, okay? So there's essentially 5 goals, and you can read about this on my blog, okay? So I'm gonna run through them with you quickly before I share the strategy with you. So the first goal is to develop awareness of your yoga brand. So we kind of talked about that because that's one of the reasons why you create content. So this is about creating awareness, about building trust. It's about helping you to stand out. So it could be a weekly blog that covers some topics that are of interest to your ideal students, okay? It could be a weekly video or a video show that you have on YouTube, okay? Or a weekly thing that you put on your social media. So it's a goal around building awareness, okay? That just content that you put out there, and it doesn't necessarily link to anything. It might be a video, it might be a blog post. You're just sharing it out there in the online space, okay, in order to get new eyes on you as a yoga teacher. The second goal is to boost traffic to your website, okay? So this, again, might be sharing a blog post, and the idea here is you're asking people to link through onto your website in order to read the rest of your blog post, or perhaps to sign up for a content upgrade, which is a free piece of content that sits alongside your blog post that helps your readers to understand the topic a little bit deeper. Okay, so again, you might add the link to the blog post in Instagram in the bio section, and then do a social media post, an Instagram post about your blog post, and direct people to the bio to link through to your website. So this content is all about boosting traffic to your website, okay? And then the next one, the third goal, is about generating leads, okay? So using content to generate leads. Now, leads are people that are going to sit onto your email list, okay? So you're going to gain new subscribers. This is what this goal is about. So the way you do this is to create content upgrades, like I just mentioned, is to create opt-in freebies that you have on your website that you offer to people in exchange for their email addresses. So it could be like a downloadable checklist. It could be a meditation program, a free meditation course that you're going to send to them over a 5-day period, whatever it might be. I've talked about this. I've done training. I've done a training on this particular thing a couple of weeks ago. So just head over to the Digital Yoga Academy Facebook page and you'll find all of my live trainings there. I did a training specifically on this, what to create for your freebie. Okay, so this is all about creating really valuable content that your subscribers, when they receive it, they think, wow, if her free content is this good, her paid program or her retreat or whatever it might be must be incredible. Okay, which leads us on to the fourth goal, which is about converting those people on your email list into students. Okay, so again, you can create content around this, and this might be things like testimonials that you share from other students. Okay, that you know, when these people on your email list read those testimonials, that it takes them a step further and makes them want to work with you a little bit more and for you to become their yoga teacher. Okay, so this content really is about positioning you as an expert and building that credibility. So, you know, you might use case studies, testimonials, or maybe free trials. So if you've got like a paid membership site, a membership program, or you've got an online program so that people can buy into to learn yoga with you online, then maybe you provide them with a free trial. Okay, so there's lots of different ways that you can use content to push your students, your leads through and help to push them through to become a student. Okay, and then the fifth goal is about improving student retention. Okay, so once you've gained a student and they've bought into whatever it might be, whether it's your retreat or your online program, it doesn't just end there. Okay, you want to continue to add value to your student. So for example, if you have an online program where you teach online, maybe you also have a closed Facebook group specifically for those students that are in your online program. And through that Facebook group, you provide additional content, you provide additional value, maybe you do some Facebook Lives, whatever it might be, in order to, you know, continue to really improve and nurture that relationship. So it doesn't just end there. So they're your 5 goals. And those 5 goals, and I talk about this a lot, they relate to that sales funnel, the yoga marketing sales funnel, where people at the top have just begun to know you as a teacher and to know your brand. And then as you work with them and as you provide them with more content, you push them down the sales funnel. So they come onto your website, they end up on your email list, they gather more information about you, you become an expert, and then they go through to become your students. So that's it in a nutshell, guys, with the five goals. If you want to read a bit more about that, then jump over to my website after this training, and then you'll be able to read the blog post that I wrote yesterday, which was all about those 5 goals. Okay, so guys, I can see there's people watching across the 3 channels, so do let me know where you're watching from, and if you've got any questions, please let me know. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the strategy now to easily create one piece of content every single week and share it in multiple places online. And I've touched on it a little bit because I've told you a little bit about what I do with my content. So as I said, Monday is my content day. It's non-negotiable. There are no interruptions, there are no meetings, the phone is switched off, the emails are switched off, and Monday morning I'm up and I'm ready to create my piece of content. I choose one topic and I create some content. So what I'll do is I work on I work on creating a blog post. Okay, that's where I start. I work on creating a blog post. So yesterday's blog post that I wrote was all about content, which is obviously what I'm talking to you about today. Okay, so I create my blog post, and it was all about the 5 goals for content creation, which I've just spoken to you about. And once you've got that piece of content, you can look at how you can share it in multiple ways. So for you as a yoga teacher, maybe, you know, your piece of content is what to expect, or 10 things to expect at your first yoga class. Okay, so perhaps your niche are beginners. Okay, they're new people coming into the practice, and they don't know what to expect, and they just landed on your website and they're looking at your blog, and they found a blog post there that's 10 things to expect at their first yoga class. Okay, so for them, because they're new into the practice, that's actually what's going on in their mind at the moment. They're worried about what's going to happen at their first yoga class, and you've created a blog post that tells them about it. In fact, actually, let's go back a step. Let's just go back one little step. Okay, before they land on your website, they've actually gone into Google and they've searched what to expect at my first yoga class. And because you've written a blog post about this, and you've used SEO, so if you're using WordPress, you've used Yoast SEO plugin, and you've used your focus keywords, which were what to expect at your first yoga class, hey presto, you've turned up, you've showed up in that search result, and they've just found you. They've clicked onto your website and they've come through to read that exact blog post, which is joining the conversation that they've been having in their head. And that's really key, okay, because now they're going to stay on your website. They're interested in what you've got to share. Okay, so you've created that one piece of content, and now you have a piece of content that you can share in multiple ways. Okay, so just as I did with my blog post yesterday, you can also, if you've got an email list, you can send an email to your subscribers, okay? And you can write a little summary, and you can add maybe a little bit of a personal story in there as well to help your readers to resonate with you and to connect with you. And you can share about that piece of content, and you can link through to it. It's exactly what I did yesterday. If you're on my email list, you received an email from me yesterday which was talking about content, okay? So I was telling you how Monday's my non-negotiable content day, and I was sharing some information about it, and I was saying how important it is for you and your business, you know, in order to grow. And if your vision is to do all of these amazing things in the future, then you really need to be getting on board with content. So that was what my email was about yesterday. And then I linked through to my website to share with you the blog post that I wrote yesterday as well. Okay, so that's 2 things, 2 ways. So I've shared it on my website. I've shared it to my email list. Is exactly what you could do if you'd created that blog post on 10 things to expect at your first yoga class. You'd also send an email to your subscribers to say, hey guys, if you're just starting with your practice, your journey with yoga, and you're unsure, about what to expect, I've just written this amazing blog post for you. Hop over to the website, go and take a look. This is a little summary, XYZ, go through and read more, okay? And then you can get onto Facebook Live. Hey, you can get onto Instagram Live. Hello. And you can talk about this piece of content, which is exactly what I'm doing with you guys now. Okay, I've not had to sit here today and think, oh gosh, what am I going to talk about? I can share with you what I've shared on my website, which is exactly what I've done with you today. I've talked you through the 5 goals, and then I can expand on it, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And there's no reason why you can't do that. You can get onto Facebook Live, and you can get onto Instagram Live, and you can even get onto Instagram TV, and you can record yourself and you can share this on Instagram TV, which is a new feature on Instagram. Okay, you can have, if you're worried about that, or if you've got some fears around that, you can have your blog post up on your laptop in front of you, and you can read it, guys. You don't have to know this at the top of your head. You know, make this easy for you. You can read it. Nobody needs to know anything. Just expand on it. Add your personality. The more you do this, the better you're going to get. You know, when I first started doing this, when I first started coming live to you guys, I was reading it word for word. You know, I'm not perfect. I've gone through this journey as well. I was reading it word for word. And as time has gone on and I've, you know, become more confident and, you know, I enjoy getting live and sharing all this with you, then it becomes easier, okay? Sometimes you have to just get out of your own way. You need to, you know, get out of your own way in order to grow your business and in order to become visible online where your students are hanging out, you know, so that you can position yourself as that expert and share the knowledge and the insight that you have to share about yoga. You have to get out of your own way and you need to get out of your comfort zone. So, okay, so let's go back. So basically we've got email, website, email, we've got Facebook Live, we've got Instagram Live, we've got Instagram TV if we want to get on there. So now's a great time to get on Instagram TV whilst it's still really new and Instagram's pushing it out, and you know, you see those little notifications at the top of on the top of Instagram to tell you people have got a new video to share. Get on there, be visible, okay? So you've got all of these ways. And then, you know, if you've just created this blog post and it's 10 things to expect at your first yoga class, well, hey, guess what? You've got 10 social media posts, because each of those points can now become something that you can share on social media. Okay, so just as the same with me, you know, with my blog post that I wrote yesterday, where I shared 5 goals for creating content. Well, each one of those things I can talk about in an individual post on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so you can do the same. And even if the blog post that you've created, you know, even if it isn't 10 things or 5 things, within it, when you read your blog post, there are going to be what I call golden nuggets, okay? They are like small paragraphs, snippets of information that would make sense as a standalone social media post. So look through what you've created and pull those things out. And you can do all of this on your, in those hours that you've made non-negotiable. Because once you've created your post, you know, if you're using a scheduling tool, or if you're using Facebook as a scheduling tool, or if you're using Hootsuite or something like that, you simply copy that little paragraph, that golden nugget, and you paste it into Hootsuite to post on Wednesday at 7 a.m. or whenever it is as an image. There you go. You are starting to share your yoga. You're starting to share your message in different places online. Does this make sense? Let me know if this is making sense to you. And I honestly have been doing this for a long time now, and it's really, really helped me in my business. And this is why I make it non-negotiable, because, you know, you can reach so many people, you can be visible in so many places with actually just a chunk of effort. And if you make it, you know, I encourage you to do this on a Sunday or do it on a Monday. Do it at the start of your week, line everything up for the week, pick one topic and get it out there in as many places as you can. And, you know, it might be, link it into what you're teaching in class that week. If you've got a particular theme that you're teaching in class, well, you've already done your planning around that. You've already been planning what you're going to teach in class that week. So again, make it easier for yourself. You know, tie it all together, make that the topic that you talk about on your blog and that you share everywhere, because doesn't that make a much better experience for your students or the people that are following you? You know, students that have been in your class that week and you've shared a particular message or a theme that week in class, and then they're following you on Facebook and they're following you on Instagram, they've heard you on stories sharing something and they've received your email. You are sharing that message far and wide, and you're making a bigger impact. And, you know, when you make that impact, you really start to connect to the hearts and soul of the people that are receiving that from you. Okay, and that's how you really start to build a, you know, a strong community that really resonates and connects with what you've got to say as a yoga teacher. So I think, you know, give it a go. Give it a go. I would love to know how you get on with this. I really would love to know how you get on with it. But give it a go, and feedback. Come and join the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group already, it's called Yoga Teacher Marketing Community Digital Yoga Academy. Search it on Facebook. Come and join us. At the end of this month, at the end of July, I am running a 5-day Content Blitz Challenge. Content Blitz Challenge. It's going to take place in the Facebook group. Okay, so throughout this month, I'll be talking about content, and you can come and join me for 5 days. I'm going to talk you through a process that's really going to help you to start getting on board with this. So start playing around with these ideas now, and you know, see how you get on, and together we can do this 5-day challenge together, which would be really great. Okay, so you can do the same with video as well, guys. If you're wanting to record video, and your non-negotiable part of the week is actually setting up a little space in your lounge, you can do it on your phone. You could use a camera. I'll show you what I use. I use this camera here. It's about 6 or 7 years old. It's been all around the world with me. You know, if you haven't got very good audio on your phone or your camera, you can use a little mic. This is a Zoom mic. You can buy microphones on Amazon for 20 quid so that you've got better audio. Match them all up in iMovie. Create a little, maybe it's a 30-minute flow. Look through that video, and I promise you there will be golden nuggets that you can pull out. There'll be at least 10 golden nuggets where you've just talked about something in particular, or you've gone through a particular posture, and you can share those. You can upload them onto Instagram, upload them into Facebook. You can embed the video onto your website and do a little summary around it. You can email your email list and tell them about it, drive them to your website to take a look. So lots of places you can do this with video as well. Okay, so I'm going to sign off in a minute. If anybody has a question, then do let me know. Coming to the group or the page or Instagram, let me know if you've got any questions on this. And before I sign off, I'm sure you will all have seen by now, but I'm running an online summit. It's a free online event. It's a yoga business event for yoga teachers like you, and it features 12 world-leading yoga teachers. And I've been doing video interviews with them, and I'll be sharing their video interviews with you between the 14th and the 20th of July. So not long now, a couple of weeks. So you can sign up for that. As I said, it's free. If you're on Instagram, head to my bio. The link is there. The links are in the group and on the page as well. And yeah, so that's it. The other thing that if you're enjoying these trainings, if you enjoy these weekly trainings, then don't forget, I also have experts and yoga teachers that come into my Facebook group every single month, and they do live videos like what I'm doing now. They do live videos every week. There's somebody new. Okay, today we have Brett Larkin. She's if you don't know Brett Larkin, she is a YouTube yoga award winner. She has 190,000 subscribers on YouTube. She's built an incredible channel there and community. She also teaches all over the world, and she runs yoga teacher trainings. She has an online yoga teacher training, which I actually feature on her online yoga teacher training. As a guest teacher, I deliver yoga business training to her students. And she's coming into the Facebook group today to talk to you about how to increase your confidence as a yoga teacher, how to gain clarity, and also how to teach on YouTube. So it's going to be amazing. So you really should come and join her. It's at 6 o'clock if you're in London. If you're in the UK, it's 6 o'clock UK time. Otherwise, it's 10 a.m. PST. Okay, so do go into the group and join Brett later. You can ask her some questions as well. Okay, guys, I am going to sign off here. I don't think we've had any questions today. Thank you to those who are watching. I will see you all very, very soon. I'll be back next week. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.